What I'm saying is that the average guy would tell you that I'm not wife material. That's fine because I don't want to be with the average man. The man that I want is someone who is understanding of that. And if that's asking for too much from the male species, then I must be better off alone then. I've had sex with 35 guys, okay?
Look at 35?
Oh, Lord.
What's that?
Impressive isn't.
The way that you conduct yourself is going to accumulate a certain type of guy. If you're saying that the average guy wouldn't want you because the body count that you have, why would an above average guy with less of a leniency or a tolerance for bullshit want you even more than the average guy? That's the point of being a high value guy. We don't have to deal with the crumbs of other guys. You got videos about tricking athletes for a come up. You got videos about getting yeast infections after sleeping with multiple dudes in a short ass time frame. You got videos about having at least 35 bodies signed to your name. Why would a man of substance and value choose that? Whoever it is to do that is a complete sucker.
So what were your plans when you came to LA? What did you want to be? You had dropped out of school. So obviously, when you were at Jackson State, what were you studying to be? What was gonna be your major?
I don't even know. Pre-dental, it could have been something stupid, I don't know.
So
I just took classes so I could play soccer.
So you majored in eligibility. So basically, I just want to stay on the soccer team.
Yes, absolutely.
So when you get to LA, so what did you, because you say your ex, he taught you fitness, he taught you how to.
Yeah, so I had a big following.
Okay. So that's what you were gonna be.
I didn't have a plan. I just came out here like, I'm beautiful, I'm young, I got all these followers, there's 2 other girls in the bunk beds that were all here. I don't know what we're chasing, but we're here.
Right.
Brand deals, like that's how I was getting money, was brand deals.
Right.
So it's like I was 22 when I moved here.
Right.
So I was moving around, spending money, being able to do what I wanted to do because I was getting money from brand deals. That's how I was making my way.
When did you realize you was like that?
When I was like that?
Mm-hmm.
Good question.
Oh boy. I don't even know what was like that aha moment because I feel like I had a lot of access at a very young age to people that I never thought would know my name.
Right.
So it was kind of like living in Disneyland. I'm like, oh my God, like I couldn't get enough. So I don't know, probably when I moved out to LA, just being 22, 23.
And because Coach Prime, Coach Prime was a former coach at Jackson State. He had you speaking to his guys, and you said that I've got more checks in my DM than Nike.
Mm-hmm.
So is that how it started? That's when you knew, like, damn, man, look at my inbox running over.
I mean, I think that was definitely a part of it. I think just being able to literally and figuratively skip the line and get paid to like stand in front of a movie poster and post it on your page. It was quick money. Like I don't know. It was the access. It was the money. It was the men. I mean, again, people like to judge.
You like men, don't you?
Before she gets into the men part, her origin story is so interesting because honestly, it's the origin story of a lot of young women. Go to college, have no idea what she's going to do, post a couple of photos up on Instagram, realizes the value of sexualizing herself on the internet, right? Because although she was at college for the athletics with the academics on the side, she was posting soccer videos in thongs. Hence why she started to get a following. But it's interesting to hear kind of how the limelight or the clout or the attention or the validation began to turn her towards Satan. Let's keep going.
Well, yeah, I mean, I like my love men.
What?
Yeah,
I mean, I'm being patient for my husband. I mean, I'm sitting here twiddling my thumbs, flicking the bean, just waiting on a real man,
But how you waiting for your husband, but you 35 bodies deep? Mind you, by the way, 35, I think she's lying, to be frank with you. But 35 bodies, if that's what is considered waiting for a husband, then no guy should get married ever. There's no reason for it.
A real man. Is true love, is it something that you've read or is it something that you've experienced and you know what it's like?
Can't say that I've ever experienced it necessarily just because I feel that I would be with that person, but it's always something that's been on my heart. And if it was put on my heart, it was for a reason. It's because it exists. Just like you're able to manifest the way that you are because it's put on there for you to materialize.
Right.
She says a lot of nothing, okay? So you've not experienced it, but it's been placed on your heart? What are you talking about? To think that you have not experienced love, but you've produced a baby shows the misdirection of young women today.
I'm here. I think a lot of people think that it's not going to happen for me because of the way that I carry myself or different versions of me that they're stuck on, but it's on my heart for a reason. That's why I've had to experience the flip side of the coin, the darker side of the coin, where I've had a lot of heartbreak and disappointments because how else would I appreciate true love when it comes to me? Because I've had everything come to me so easy, even with soccer. I didn't have to practice. I was good. I'm good, great. I mean, that's just what it was. I didn't have to. That's what it was. So it's like when you don't know the value of anything because things come to you so naturally because you're beautiful, because your body, the followers, the social media, the notoriety, you don't value shit.
Right.
So that's why I think for me.
So you didn't have an appreciation of anything?
No, because I could get whatever I want.
Yeah.
So going through some of the stuff I went through the last couple of years, I've really got to see what I'm made of.
When you were at Jackson State, were you in a sorority?
No, my grades weren't good enough.
Damn, Britt. So you were just in college kicking it.
I mean, I wouldn't even say. Well, I was shacked up. I was playing like house.
You were shacking in college?
In the Palisades. People in Jackson know where that is. Palisades. Playing house.
Your grandmother would be so disappointed.
I mean, she was alive when that happened. And what was she gonna do? Nothing.
But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. She's gonna be disappointed because she's gonna say, Brittany, I raised you better than that, or at least I thought I did.
Honestly, never mind.
Good job,
No. Honesty is the key. Honesty is the best policy.
My grandma said she never sucked. So I'm not even really looking
Lord,
to take advice from her.
Come on.
She didn't experience life.
You gonna put Granny out there like that?
Yes, she will.
Truth is truth.
I remember
Let's hear it.
I'm trying to think, I don't know if you said it on a radio show or TV show about your dating prowess. You was with 1 man, 2 men, 3 men, 4 men over the course of a 24-hour, 48-hour span. Did you think about the ramifications of how people, men, women, everybody would look at you? Or does that not bother you? Or you learn to tune that out?
Good question.
So you're referring to one incident, or I can actually recall it, pinpoint it perfect for you. There was a video that I did in my car where I was talking about how I had sex with, was it 3 men in a day? And then I ended up getting a yeast infection.
Yes.
I came out pretty unscathed for just a yeast infection, considering what I could have gotten.
Right.
It wasn't that, man, I hope people don't.
Kid out of it. I mean, they talk about
STD.
I was on birth control for 10 years before I had my son. I got off of it because there was a conversation with my child's father.
Okay.
So I again, the whole trapping thing, can't trap the willing, babe. And on top of that, I never wanted to have I looked at kids as crotch goblins.
You never wanted a baby daddy. You wanted to be a mom. You didn't want to be a baby mama. You wanted to be a wife.
And that's why I waited so long. I had my baby when I was 29. I thought I was doing it right. I thought that was my guy. And I never really liked kids. I always thought I referred to them as crotch goblins, to be honest. But as I got older, I wanted one.
Did you think?
Did I think about the ramifications of telling people that I had sex with multiple men?
Before she answers that, if you pay attention to her words and her mindset, you begin to understand a little bit more on how she thinks about things. She's a lazy person that, because of what she looks like or the shape of her ass, lives life on extremely easy difficulty setting. So her mindset is consumed with, how do I extract the most value out of things and or people around me with the least amount of effort? But she was born in the right time period to conceive things in this particular way because the internet has catapulted her into having a name, to being an influencer. Post ass cheek, talk crazy, act crazy, more money. Only time that she's faced any type of hardship ever is the backlash after the PJ Washington situation, which is why she gets so livid when someone asks her questions about it.
Yes, I don't care. It's the truth. If you don't see me as a potential dating person, then great, one less heart to break. Leave me alone And I'm gonna continue to live my truth.
But you do understand, Brittany, that's hard for a man. Look, like you said, public versus private. Now, if you and I having a conversation and you're sitting here, we have a conversation and you say, well, Shannon, I slept with this many men. Okay, that's one thing. That's between you and I. But to have that conversation and then everybody, Sam, John, and everybody else knows it, that's a whole different ballgame.
What did she say to this?
That's fine with me. I mean, I feel that.
But see, that's selfish because all you're thinking about is you.
That's it. That's all you think about.
He has got to be with you.
Right. She don't give a shit.
Got to be with me.
No, what I'm saying.
He has the privilege to be with me.
Why?
Because you know how many women you've slept with?
Delusional.
Stop
comparing men to women. We're goddamn different.
You know how many women you've slept with? Yes or no?
I'm doing the interview.
Do you know how many women you slept with?
Yes.
Double digits? Triple digits.
Oh, Lord.
Here we go. Sitting back in this position.
Brittany.
Double or triple?
Brittany, I'm the interviewer. You are the interviewer.
I can't ask any
swear.
questions?
You can ask questions.
Okay, so
but when you have your podcast, invite me on and you and I have this conversation, okay? Now, back to our originally normal scheduled program. You
deflecting.
do understand that a man pride his woman to know. Look, I don't have any problem. You know, 3 bodies, 4 bodies, 5 bodies, 10 bodies. That what you did before me. Long as you know, I'm pretty lenient because I've kind of, you know, lawyers, doctors, exotic dancers, yeah. So you love what you love.
Wow.
But it's
Not stripping.
a high bar to hurdle if she makes things that she's done public. I think you understand what I'm saying.
I believe that the average person is below average. So the average man is most likely not going to.
But you're not going to be interested in no average man. You like what you like.
But
Stop it.
And I never argued with you on that. You didn't let me finish my thought.
Go ahead.
Let me.
Okay.
And then.
Okay.
And then we. Right.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that the average guy would tell you that I'm not wife material. That's fine because I don't want to be with the average man. The man that I want is someone who is understanding of that. And if that's asking for too much from the male species, then I must be better off alone then.
The delusion here is just so incredible. So, Brittany Renner gets to live her life however it is that she chooses, essentially complaining why the Lamborghinis around her get garages while her Ford Pinto ass has to stay unmarried out in the parking lot. The way that you conduct yourself is going to accumulate a certain type of guy. If you're saying that the average guy wouldn't want you because the body count that you have, why would an above average guy with less of a leniency or a tolerance for bullshit want you even more than the average guy? That's the point of being a high value guy. We don't have to deal with the crumbs of other guys. High value guys don't pay all of this damn money for a Ford goddamn Pinto. We don't want to drive the Pinto. We want the Lambo. The Lambo! And not just any Ford Pinto, but a Ford Pinto that has 350,000 miles on it. Shit, give me the Lambo that's only been test driven. You got videos about tricking athletes for a come up. You got videos about getting yeast infections after sleeping with multiple dudes in a short ass time frame. You got videos about having at least 35 bodies signed to your name. Why would a man of substance and value choose that? Whoever it is to do that is a complete sucker. Her delusion is super embarrassing, but it's also incredible to think how many women think just like her. Bump being of marriageable material, I want to do whatever I want to do in life. Delusional, unrealistic, single mothers, high body counts, wanting everything.
I don't think I'm asking for the impossible. You literally just said that exotic dancers, lawyers, whoever, you love who you love.
Right.
Who you're drawn to is who you're drawn to. The average person is not going to want to make that jump. And that's okay, because I'm not talking to them. I don't need anybody average. I'm not average. There's nothing about my mentality that's average. I don't hear myself as average. I don't look average. I'm not mundane and forgettable, just like these other I stand for something. I get so much flack because there's this little box, and people want me to just like suck, shut up, make it OnlyFans. Let me finish though. They want me to go over here and just admit that I'm a gold digger, that I trap guys and that I only care about money, but because I go so hard about true love, it's a mother problem.
but you can understand that you say
Because I like sex, like you?
Whoa, Britt.
Because I like sex? Because I'm curious?
We're mic'd up and we got
What? I don't give.
the mic.
No, I don't care.
But I'm saying you can understand why people will find that hard about true love, because they're looking at it. True love is not what you're but what you're saying, what you're selling.
Your actions
doesn't
is not
seem
true
like
love.
What am
true
I
love to them.
selling? What am I selling?
Well, I mean, when you go on and you in your car and you say, "Well, I had sex with 3 men,"
That was back in 2018, by the way.
It's 5
Go
years
ahead.
ago.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No man, no woman can outrun their past.
Boom.
Because all it does, it makes you tired when it catches up with you.
Come on,
So
Shay
what
Shay.
you did in 2018, people still know about it in 2023.
You goddamn right.
So this notion that you say, well, it happened 5 years ago, it happened 10 years ago. People have what they call the internet. People have what they call memory.
Get him, Shay Shay.
Don't ever forget it. Just know when you tried this, it ain't even about that. No,
She don't
honestly
listen.
though, I don't want people to forget. I don't want I don't believe you can delete your wholeness. I don't want to. I wouldn't I would not want a clean slate today. Because you know why? This whole journey for me has been learning.
Yes.
So if I'm judged for the way that I learned, then so be it. I don't need you guys to forget anything. I don't want you to, quite frankly, keep bringing it up. Keep talking about it. Because there's so many people that are so curious about me in private, but
Right.
they don't have the balls to try it in public. And that's fine. You're not for me. I don't need a guy that's gonna keep my record of wrongs. I thought that's what the Bible said. That's y'all's favorite little,
I'm just saying, I don't judge. I'm not here
don't keep no record of wrong.
No, but I'm saying, look,
Don't fault me for doing the best I could with the awareness I had.
Right.
So if a man doesn't understand that, because you just said a few minutes ago,
yes.
This is blasphemy. Women like this will often cite things when it benefits them, but ignore them when it doesn't. You can't cite the Bible and then have all of the bodies that you do. You don't live a biblical lifestyle, ma'am. You live a worldly lifestyle. And to be honest, I can't believe that Shannon Sharp hasn't stopped her and allowed her to go on this current tirade specific to religion.
a man can make that jump. Will he? Most likely? Probably not.
Right.
But guess what? Who's for
But
me?
he's not for the-
Let me finish.
Okay.
Who's for me?
Yes.
Who God, creator, source, universe, whatever you want to call it, who God designed for me, none of that matters. So I don't care about all these people yapping about what I'm not gonna get, because if I wasn't gonna get it, it wouldn't be on my heart. If I wasn't gonna get it, I would not be experiencing the dark side of this coin.
You know how many things are on people's heart that they never goddamn get? All right. You know how many little kids hope that they can learn how to teleport or some shit like that? Now you want to be a Marvel superhero, they can't get it. You know how many women walk around acting like they're dudes? Listen, I was on vacation not too long ago. I had a young lady who was a butch lesbian communicate to me randomly. I was on a bus, minding my own damn business, that she was upset that she tried to use the men's restroom and got kicked out and was upset about it. Now, it's on her heart to be a man, but then science. Science. She wasn't born like a man. Just because she wants to identify as a man doesn't mean that she's actually a man. It's on her heart, but it won't happen.
And that's why the world will bear witness to true love. And they will become my footstool. And they will have to see this woman. This
Delusions
is
of
my whole
grandeur.
mission statement.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell the truth and still get everything I want.
Okay,
And they're gonna watch me.
sure.
I don't have to play by your guys' rules. I do my way.
Okay, fair enough.
You do things your way.
And honestly, it varies hour to hour. I didn't know who I was gonna be when I came into this interview.
Are you okay with the way it's
feels
played
crazy.
out thus far?
Absolutely. I'm at peace with it. There's nothing I could have done differently. I'm not in
Oh, there's a lot you could have done differently. Stop saying that there's nothing you could have done differently. Stop it.
This
She's
is the way I was meant to do it. I've had sex with 35 guys.
She's a father's worst nightmare. Incredibly wrong, but thinks that she's incredibly right. Doesn't look at how her actions result or lower the risk of not getting the intended results that she wants. But see, she's an emotionally based person, as what many women out here are. Most women out here are. They don't live in logic. They can live lackadaisically. They can always have a component of their looks substantiate any failures that they've had in life. And here's the thing. Although she says all these different types of things, there's going to be guys that are absolutely would still wife her. And there might be a saga where a guy ignores her entire past, ignores the past 35 and signs up to be 36. And honestly, I can't wait till that happens because that's going to give me even more content. But here's the thing. She'll never be satisfied with him. No matter what the Instagram photos look like, no matter what the TikTok videos look like, she'll never be happy internally because she's already lost her chance.
Okay.
Look at 35.
Oh, Lord.
What's that?
Impressive isn't the word. So if I'm judged for
Anybody else need a shot of this?
if I'm judged for having great taste.
We are in the bar, so help yourself. We got this for the next hour.
Shout out to Shannon Sharpe. I think that what's interesting when you watch interviews like this is the way that Shannon Sharpe is conducting these conversations. You could tell he's actually like this in real life. He has his own way of thinking about things behind scenes, but there's also a way that he wants to conduct his conversations in a professional manner while still being cool with the person across him, but then still asking them good questions. It takes a really talented person to understand the dichotomy between those two. And because he was so talented, I think he was able to ask a lot of questions and we got answers that we haven't necessarily heard before. So shout out again to Shannon Sharpe as well as the Modern Woman mini boss. And I think the last thing I want to say is of all 29.2 women that watch this channel right here, just do understand. She is diving deep into this persona of acting unbothered. But do you actually think behind the media, behind the Instagrams, behind the reels or what have you, that she's whole within herself when she goes home at night? Or do you think that the bravado or the ego that she's displaying is just that? It's just a character. She's talked during this interview about not having a plan or goals in life and then being consumed with the clout or the status that comes from what she's doing. So do you think that love or a baby or whatever is going to be enough to stop her and her ego? No, because she makes money off of it at the end of the day. I know we just did like a snip up of this whole video. I might just do a whole live stream just so we can all come up to terms with what's happening to get additional learnings and life lessons out. All right? Until next time, YouTube. Peace!